So we got a blue Superman here, and I saw this a long time ago. I was waiting for a Black Friday sale, which did happen, and so I picked one up. And I was thinking this would be a good template for the Eradicator, which is one of the uh, alternative Supermans from the Reign of Superman section. And so I felt like this would be good for him because Eradicator is basically just a guy in spandex with two colors, and so this is going to be severely over uh, just colored blue and black. And then I have to maybe carve away at his mask here, just because this little section that goes in on his cheek is not there on Eradicator, as well as this part up here that goes onto his head. And then, of course, I have to worry about how to make a visor. But other than that, it shouldn't be too much trouble, actually. And then I just had to, there's a little thing I have to do with his hair to make him look like Superman. So I finished painting and sealing the Eradicator figure, and so this is what I have so far. And this is the base guy so far. But then what I want to do on top of this is add the yellow shades, add a little kiss curl to his hair to make him like kind of more like Superman, and then also to add his cape with the shield on the front. And so that will be an attachable piece that will be able to well, ideally it could snap on to him, and then he could just use it and take it off whenever you need to. But yeah, for the most part, I'm pretty happy with this from what I started with. So I successfully shaved off pieces of his face, but there's still identifying marks where the mask used to be. So this is the last update for this video for the Eradicator, and so what I've done is I've sewed a cape, I've done some minor pleating, and then I've added this shield. There was a shield under it, but it kind of got mangled, so I put another one on top. And then there's also an emblem on the back. And these are all just, you print them out in these sheets, and then you iron them onto the fabric, and they're just part of the fabric now. And so I feel like that was a better solution than just making like an actual S out of like milliput like I usually would. And so this one kind of looks, I feel like it looks better. Okay, so it is a cloth cape. Both the cape and the glasses are kind of a temporary solution. Right now they're just held on by a little bit of a hot glue, but I can just peel them off easily. And it's like basically a dab of hot glue, nothing permanent. And that's because I didn't really like the way this cape turned out. I had to like kind of adjust it to get the pleating to work. And it's just because it's surprisingly difficult to make a symmetrical fabric cape without all the right tools. And so this is just kind of a placeholder more than anything, and the glasses as well. I don't know how to mold of transparent yellow plastic to make the glasses, and so this is basically just a temporarily cut up this box plastic like the kind they put on the action figure, and then it's got like a slight yellow wash on it from acrylic, and so that's all I did, and then I just cut it up and hot glued it to the side. But anyways, that aside, I kind of like the figure for the most part. Nothing fancy, but I didn't spend way too much on it. And now that I've got that out of the way, and so yeah, I basically have the Eradicator. I have Superboy, and then I have some DC Essentials versions of Man of Steel or Steel, John Henry Irons. And I'm actually okay with that figure. I really don't want to change it. I really like that figure the way it is. It's kind of got this weird coloring on it, but I actually am fine with it. And then for Cyborg Superman, I don't really like the Cyborg Superman. I feel like it was kind of a bad figure. And so, if anything, I'd like to remake the Cyborg Superman pretty much from scratch. I think I'm going to be like doing a lot of sculpting with clay for that, though. And so it's going to be a huge project. But that's going to be mainly the last Reign of Superman for Superman guy I have to work on, other than Black Suit Superman, which is going to be just basically a paint job of any other Superman or a Superman with long hair. If I do get another Superman with long hair, I'm going to have to make sure the head is pretty much the same for both of them. because I want him to have a black suit, one for himself, and then one where he's just long hair in the old suit again.